Hi guys. Well, I promised you a review video of my Rothco jungle boots that I've been ranting and raving about. So, hey, here we go. Little background, Rothco company's been around since the late 50s. Made a lot of stuff for the military. And of course, jungle boots were introduced in about 1968. And these are one of the swear shoes. You swear by them or you swear at them. And these are actually a really they're a nice unit. I mean, I paid like 60 bucks for them, but I mean, they're not military surplus. I mean, there's no, you look in there, there's no NSN or anything like that. I mean, it got some little thingamajigs going on there, but no big deal. Overall, the quality is really exemplary. You know, you see a lot of this stuff that's, you know, supposedly mil spec and, you know, it's this, it's that, it's something else, and you get it home, it ain't worth the cardboard box that it came in. But I can honestly say they're pretty darn good. I mean, I've lived with them for a couple of days now, and yeah, there are some things that, you know, they're not perfect, but they definitely were surprisingly well done compared to a lot of the stuff that's out there right now. So let's get to it. You can get them in either black or the OD green. I went with OD green. That was what we were issued, and it really, I don't know. It was the first thing my hand landed on, truthfully. They do take polish very well. It's a decent quality leather. You can see there's a little break already there in the crease there where it flexes. I use these for, I work at FedEx part-time as a package handler. And I wear them in there, and then I wear them here around the farm when it's, you know, I'm doing something where it doesn't have to have steel toes or, you know, be waterproof. I mean, when the weather's crappy, I wear my dry shods. If I need, you know, if I'm playing mechanic and I'm running a chance of smashing, you know, something falling on my foot, I grab my Caterpillars or steel toes. These do have the reinforced toe on them. Well, I take that back. No, they don't. I wouldn't be able to push it like that. But didn't take a lot of time to break in. I wore them, first time I wore them, I was mowing the grass here. And I mean, they broke in pretty well. The one thing, a couple little things I did notice was I wasn't really enamored with the tread design. It seems like it's going to want to split right there in them recesses because of the way it's just runs straight across. But hey, I could be wrong. We'll find out as time goes on. I was a little surprised. You can see there the boot lace that's already starting to go by the wayside. The laces are kind of that stringy bungee type material that pretty much everybody uses nowadays. I mean, they're not the greatest, but I mean, if you wanted to upgrade to some better quality laces, it definitely would not, you know, be money wasted. The biggest thing that I can tell you is get yourself, you can see I got some Dr. Scholl's going on in there, and there's a reason for it. These things have no padding whatsoever when you buy them. When you take them out of the box and you put them on, it's like standing on two pieces of 2x6. There is no give, there is no padding, there is no comfort. So I went over to the that super center that Sam Walton built. I won't say their names, but I went there and grabbed up a pair of Dr. Scholl's insoles, stuck them in. They do good on the heels. The heels, you know, are pretty well you know, they don't bruise up real bad. Your feet don't hurt real bad. But mine, if you're like me and you walk and you're doing a lot of pushing and stuff to where your foot is flexed like that, then yeah, the balls of your feet, you're going to want to get just a pair of, you know, cheapy cheesy padded insoles and stick in there. You know, cut them in half and just put them in the front, you know, from your arch forward, because there's not a lot, even the Dr. Scholl's, there's not a lot of padding up there by the ball of your foot. And like I said, if you're like me where you're up on the ball of your feet all the time and you're pushing stuff and, you know, whatnot like that, it's not going to take you long to realize that there's a little bit lacking there. But overall, you know, these actually came from Army Navy Surplus. It's a little company, you see them there on Facebook all the time. And I've been looking for a pair for a while. I was issued several pair when we were in country and, you know, during my deployments, and I really got to like them. So it's like, okay, I'm back here in the world. You know, I would like to get a pair for here around the farm, because in the summertime, you want the protection, but you don't want your feet sweating like they would in a pair of regular leather shoes. I mean, after a day in those Caterpillars I got over there on the shoe rack in the dining room, after a summer day in them bailing, hey, you take your shoes off and set off the smoke detector. It's not pleasant. So I said, I'll get something that breathes and got a little air to it. Well, I priced them on eBay, and good night of living. You know, I didn't want to pay off the national debt for what they wanted for a pair of used boots because it had a certain date code on it. And these popped up on Army Navy Surplus, and I didn't even really think. I just hit the go button, and away we went. Did take them a little while to come in. It was like 2 weeks before they got here to the door, and I was starting to get a little worried. But, you know, they made good on everything they said. I mean, they took them out of the bag. They were still packed in the bags, the plastic bags. It wasn't like they just grabbed these off the shelf at a flea market or something and then resold them. You know, these were the real deal. And like I said, Rothco's been around since the 50s. They've made a lot of military grade stuff, and that, I think that's part and parcel of their business, is that they supply the military. And I'm not disappointed. I mean, like I said, I paid like $60 with shipping, and I didn't get hurt. I don't think it did. So there you go. There's my big whopping 7-minute review of my Rothco jungle boots. Take it for what it's worth. Like I said, I'm not in any way, you know, being compensated or anything else, but I think it's a good deal. And again, thanks for everything you do for our channel. You know, I really do appreciate it, believe it or not. You know, we appreciate you. Thanks for, you know, everything you do, your likes, your subscribes. Tell your friends. Heck, if you don't like us, go tell your enemies. It's all good. And we'll see you on the next one.